We're back. We're back in the mansion returned. We're back in the mansion returned? We've returned to the mansion and we're back. Maybe that would make more sense. Who knows? But I think we're kitted out enough here. So it's time to explore what delights can be waiting for us. Our friendly neighbourhood hunters. There we go. That's more like it. Oh, that was a classic. There's another one. Snaky snaker. Yellow fine. Ugh, there's not one round here. Okay. Just check. We are recording. Okay. Be a shame if you missed that comic timing. Time to play some piano. See, she's thinking about it, can't she? She's like, oh my god! The snake with herpes. That. Yeah, we'll use that. Die! Die! There we go. This always cracks me up.
Jill, have you found anything interesting?
Just a giant melting snake you're walking through. But other than that, no, just the whole.
By yourself. I have a rope here.
Oh, do you? Well, then I'll try to go down using the rope.
Wait.
Hey, what's going on?
Now I've done it. Sorry, Jill. Wait. I'll go and get another rope.
Barry? Barry?
But will Barry return? What's this? Will you push it? No, I won't. So we can push it. We can venture down there, which is actually a more efficient way of doing it, but it does affect the ending. If we wait.
Hey! Are you there, Jill? Grab the rope!
Grab the rope! That doesn't sound like his voice when he shouts grab the rope. I always wondered if it is actually his voice, or he just sounds different when he shouts.
I'm sorry, Jill.
I didn't know that was going to happen.
Sorry. I was really careless.
Are you okay, Barry? Maybe you're getting tired.
No, I'm all right. Don't worry. Jill, I found something.
Pass number. Yeah.
Thank you. I'll take this then.
Just climb back down here though. Yeah, we can. Go. Just do that. But yeah, if you go down there and don't wait for Barry, it goes a bit different. I remember when I first played it as a kid, I just kind of always took things literally like raw. That works. It's just a straight line of little bits, little compartments of say 2, and they just move a bit, the illusion of it swinging. Back in a standard definition, that'd look fine, but CRT TV, but now that looks kind of funky. But yeah, Barry, things don't end well for Barry if you do it the other way. But yeah, as a wee lad, I just take everything very literally when they said things. Game, so I'd be like, okay, I shall wait here then. I always kind of got the good ending. Where are you going? Bit of shotgun reimbursement. And I know when the George Romero script, I'm not sure because I know that he did various revisions of the script he had. I think they kept demanding various rewrites. Those not in the know, George Romero, who did Dawn of the Dead, wrote a script for a Resident Evil film that they didn't make. And I actually thought his script was... I'd have liked to have seen that version, although I don't think it's perfect. Oh, you fucker. Just hurt. Bang. Yeah, I don't think his script was perfect, but it at least was an adaptation of the first game and kind of followed similar beats. But yeah, from what I gather, he didn't play games, but I think he had his daughter play it and he recorded it. And I'm assuming she got the ending where Barry dies because that happened in that version, in that script. I think Barry's also referenced being a big black guy as well. And Chris is like an Indian tracker, not a member of STARS. Which I think was an attempt to kind of have an everyman character step in. You know, someone who wasn't some special forces SWAT team officer guy. Which I do get the logic of that. I'm not so sure about making him a Native American. Bit odd. I do wonder if that was like being a bit literal with Chris Redfield's name. Nope. Alright, mate. Ugh. But either way, I think his script would have been better than what we got. And that bit was initially first time playing. It was really anxious because after the hunter scene, you're expecting another hunter or maybe even something else, and it's like, oh, just a zombie. Okay. It was kind of a scare, but a kind of relief as well. Bazooka. This leads out here. I've unlocked it. I say this leads here. It leads to the hallway that leads to the music room. It doesn't stop on this floor. On this one. Okay, I have to go out there then. Yeah, I'll do. I think you get jumped by possibly 2 hunters here. Got one. I got him. Did. Well done, me. The hunters are nerfed in the remake. In this, they have like lots of invincibility frames. And they can kind of kill you in one hit sometimes. They are basically just a bit more annoying. This one there, isn't it? Luckily, their AI is a bit dense. Playing it this time round, it's like, oh yeah, they are a bit docile. But I won't get lulled into a false sense of security with that. Yeah. More acid rounds, I'll take them with. Yeah, I'm happy with that selection, I think. Get a quick save. I say if you get a bit too cocky and think, oh yeah, they're fine, and then you get jumped by them and get decapitated pretty quickly. See, like so, that could have gone really badly. They put you on caution. Yeah, did all right. Key's useless. Yep, we'll discard that. Yay, orders. Top secret, July 22nd, 1998. 2:13. I'm going to guess that's AM. To the head of the security department, X day is approaching. Complete the following orders within the week. So, 1. Lure members of STARS into the lab. Have them fight with the BOW in order to obtain data of actual battles. Collect 2 embryos per BOW type, making sure to include all species except for the Tyrant. Destroy the Arkley lab, including all researchers, lab animals, and in a manner which will a manner which will seem accidental. White Umbrella. Oh. Magnum rounds, can't go wrong with them. There is something useful. Thank you. I'd say it is very generous with the with everything, really. I do have to actually turn the light off to do this, or nothing important. See, the light's on. Turn it off. And I now can't see a bloody thing. It was a screen glare. Why can't we just live in perpetual darkness all the time? Screw it, I'm moving to Sweden in winter. Do I have to actually punch in the numbers? No, I don't. We'll find that. Morning. He's eating his own kind, and he counts as a. He doesn't let you phase through him, so that means he's alive. So if I walk into his hands, he'll grab me. It's just zombies eating zombies there. It's a world coming to. Camera was being very helpful there. The green and blue, combine them, I'll come back for the green. Oh, he got me. Getting a bit too confident then, I think. That background looks really odd. Very pixely for some reason. It actually looks a bit like, I remember the hit game show Nightmare, It was all the it was like a game show. They had to walk around blind and they walk around with this helmet on so they couldn't see, to hide the fact that the elevator for the elevator battery for the courtyard. Actually, I'll go out there and get that herb and come back for that. But yeah, they'd film it in a green screen or a blue screen setting, so the people acting out in the game show itself, in the show itself, they were blind and they were just walking around a blue room, but the teammates who would be watching them on a screen, guiding them, would see basically kind of like Resident Evil backgrounds, I guess. Same sort of concept. That one shot there, it looked all very pixely, very much reminded me of it. There's another herb there as well. Okay. I'm just going to ignore you. I can't even be bothered. You, on the other hand, with your white jacket on, I will. We got shotgun rounds? Yes. Magnum. Wow, it's very generous. I even pick up those excellent rounds if I was here. Yep. Go on. Various books. As they would say in Stoke. Parts of Scotland. So Luke, there's a book. I'm a kook. Yeah, turn the light on. Something goes in there. What could possibly fit in there? Eh? Is it the thing? Is it the statue here that stands out slightly? I say stands out. I mean, for the most part, about 3/4 of the screen for me has just got my window. Now I know what you're thinking. You're like, well, why don't you just draw the curtains? Well, it's a bit awkward because it's kitchen. Basically, everything's in one room. It's like a living room and a kitchen. So if you put curtains up there, it's kind of a fire hazard, basically. So all I've got is these sort of fireproof blind things that don't really do anything other than kind of stop people looking in. Not that there's ever really anything that exciting to see in here. So I just grabbed the MO disc. I think this probably explains what the MO disc does. Raccoon Time. Oh no, maybe it doesn't. Raccoon Times, May 22nd, 1998. Animal Attack. Animal Attack? Woman mutilated. May 20. Around 10 p.m, a 20-year-old young woman's body was found by a passerby on the left bank. A marble river in the Cider district of Raccoon City. Cider district of Raccoon City. That sounds like a brilliant place. Marble River in the Cider district of Raccoon City. I want to go there. Raccoon police assume it to be a grizzly or other animals doing, because there are teeth marks along her mutilated arms, left foot and left foot that shows considerable power. Since she was wearing a hiking boot on her remaining foot, it has been determined that she was attacked in the Arklay Mountains and fell into the river. They are hurrying to just identify this woman. Raccoon Weekly, July 16, 1998. Monsters in Arklay Mountain. Monsters in Arklay Mountain? Some people claim they've seen monsters in the Arklay Mountains. The monsters are supposedly about the same size as large dogs, usually run in a pack as wolves do. This may sound like a group of ordinary wild dogs, but these monsters are surprisingly fierce and hard to hurt. They say these dogs won't bother you unless you wake them, so you smart readers out there should stay out of the Arklay Mountains for the time being. But if you're looking for adventure, check it out. You want to try? Imagine a newspaper daring readers to investigate danger. Bloody hell. Raccoon Times. I mean, you can imagine that in... I bet the thinking of that is probably like in Japan, they have a lot of those, or they did have right in the 90s, that was probably all kicking off, that kind of cursed areas and them sort of TV shows where they'd go out to some cursed area in search of ghosts, and then obviously that's really popular now in the West, but I know they used to have these little magazines about curses and stuff in Japan. But anyway, Raccoon Times, July 9th, 1998. Mystery on Arklay Mountains. Mountain road blocked. Due to successive disasters in the Arklay Mountains, the city authorities have decided to block the road leading to the foothills. At the same time, Raccoon Police intend to begin the search for lost people Sorry, let's move. Get the glare out of the way. Intend to begin the search for lost people with the help of STARS team members. They expect great difficulty because the vast size of the Arklay Mountains and the primeval forest covers most of that area. Also, people are still reporting sightings of grotesque monsters in the mountains. Well, there you go. So it's kind of had a bit of build-up for STARS, this operation to get underway. They've kind of, it's a known thing that's been going on. They're like, well, we're going to send STARS in, but after a bit more reconnaissance, I guess. Which I think is possibly contradicted in Resident Evil 0, but then again, Resident Evil 0 contradicts many things itself, so... Ink ribbon. Don't need it anyway. Anything good here? Don't need that either, really. Reload the shotgun though. Look at that. It's a helicopter port. I could contact the other members from there. No, I didn't want to look at that again. I don't. Quite a cool shot, actually. That it's quite moody. You kind of look at it and you wonder what could be out there. What's in them woods? How do I get there? So I've got... Yeah, my inventory is basically full, isn't it? Can we use this? We can. I think this will take us back down to the kitchen. It would be more convenient if it would take us down to the wall between here. I don't know why the elevator doesn't stop there, actually. It doesn't make any sense. Like, it has to go past it, but it won't stop. I'm not even sure what kind of malfunction could cause that. Oh, got some, we can hear that in the background. We've got some car outside blaring out hip hop. That's quiet now. It's usually better to do these sort of things at night, but scheduling doesn't always work out that way. Yeah. Colt Python. Or as you Americans say, Colt Python. Like Python. I'm not taking the mic, it's just the differences. It's the one that always sounds funny to me with Americans is the way you say herbs. You ought to say a herb. It's an herb. It sounds like a weird malfunction. Also, it's like an herb. Be like, you pass the herbs, please. You guys like, pass the herbs. I think that's a French thing, isn't it? You kind of got that from the French because they say herb or something similar to it. So I think it's a hangover from French. I put the Magnum rounds back. I'll need to go upstairs. And grab those grenade rounds. Possibly an herb. Yeah, I think the first time I ever heard that, an herb, which just sounded so strange, but it was actually in Shenmue 2 in the English dub. I thought it was just the dubbing being strange because it's strange delivery on the voices on that, but no, that's how it said. Alrighty. And there's another one there. Yeah, I'd say very, very, very generous. I don't think they're as good on hunters though, because they're kind of like the basic rounds for the bazooka. So I think sometimes the hunters will probably take 2 of them instead of 1. Shall. So really, it's with that battery, you've got to go back out again into the courtyard. Use the elevator. It's a good job when I grabbed it, I was talking over it, but when you grab that battery, it does say this is for the lift in the courtyard. And they definitely put that in as a reminder, because I remember, even with that, I remember being like, what are you on about in the courtyard? Like, 'cause I never saw it, as you probably saw when I was playing it this time, I never really, doesn't really linger on it. You can miss it quite easily, so you don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, I think I'll take that back. Oh yeah, loads of stuff here. We put that back. And back as well. I'll probably get the Magnum with me, to be fair. And those Magnum bullets, where I just put them, where are we? There we go. Yeah, because we'll get some more Magnums back out the way we came. In that office room. It's fair. This would be the most efficient, ammo saving way of doing it, I think. Go back through here. Go back through the kitchen and back out through the hole in the ground. Makes sense to me. What you think? You can't climb back out that way. Oh well, I mean, if that is the case, then that's lesson learned. I'll remember that forever. We're not exactly aiming for efficiency with this playthrough anyway. I'm just kind of going through it and at a snail's pace, reminding myself of the or remembering it as I go through it. I think that the other playthroughs I do after this, I'll be more efficient. Like, I won't read files and all that malarkey. Yeah, we can get back out. Cool. Yeah, that music was always considered really scary. And in that DualShock version where they redid the music, it's genuinely confusing how they had this sad, sounds like a sad clown music or something. At the time, you were like, "Oh well, the composer was deaf, don't you know?" And it's like, "Okay, that makes sense." But as you may or may not probably know, that whole thing blew up because he wasn't actually deaf. He was a Billy bullshitter. He was pretending to be deaf, and he had a. I think he did. The thing is, I think he did actually do the music, but he also had a ghostwriter as well. He's like another guy doing some of it as well. I think he did like, I think he did like the music for like the Olympics in Japan or something, or some event. And ever since like came out, they've because he did a lot of the music in Onimusha as well. And I think the HD re-release of that has replaced some of his music, or replaced all the music he did. Which I think it's a bit overkill, to be honest. It's a bit like, just leave it, it's fine. Music's good. Unless it's literally like a legal thing about who gets paid what, and you don't know who to pay, and it's stuck in limbo, then that I can kind of forgive. But the crank. I think that guy, I can't remember his name, sorry, but I think he's like still. I think he's somewhat still in the music biz. I saw. Oh yeah. I don't know. I saw a video of him on YouTube somewhere, and I think he's still doing music. So it's. I don't think it was like, oh, he knew nothing about music and also pretended to be deaf. You know. It's an odd thing to drink water. It's an odd thing to lie about, really. He seemed like genuinely a talented guy anyway, so to sort of fake that you were deaf doesn't really make much sense, other than, oh, DL. Getting all distracted talking to myself. That was a really sort of limp slash he did there. You see, it was like, ugh. I'll take. Oh no, green. I'll take that. Is that one green as well? Yeah. Oh, I'll take the green out. That'll be blue, won't it? I think. I can't carry anymore. I've got enough. Got too many. Yeah, as you say, the map's there as well. You don't really need a map for it, do you? The elevator is down. Pretty hard to get lost in the garden. It's a pretty linear pattern. Oh yeah, no, we're not to that yet. Snakes drop down. But it's kind of weird, those snakes kind of hang out in the trees all the time and drop down. Go back up and drop down. But yeah, those, like, the logic is we want to get behind there, but we can't get through it because the water's running. When you use the crank and put the use that to get up there. I can't use it, can I? Do I have to? But yeah, basically. turn the crank and is that annoying thing with this crank? Because I think you need to use a crank again shortly, but it's a different shaped crank. It's like, oh. Righty, alrighty. Okay. You don't have to watch the FMV again, but in reverse. Cool. I remember in the remake, when they did the HD version, I think they've upscaled and re-rendered all the, not re-rendered, like, I think they had the original video files on file. So they didn't have to use, like, the compressed versions that were on the GameCube. But I think the exception to that was that shot of the water level lowering. I don't think they could find the original file, so when you play that one bit looks really pixely and rough. Tell you what we'll do, we'll go in here. I'll drop that crank, because I'm pretty sure we don't need it. Be annoying if this place suddenly got repopulated with hunters. It's not the case. Put that away. We're doing alright with that, I think. Right, guys, I think I'll probably save it there, actually. We'll call that the end of this part, but I will see you in just one moment.